Peace TV English, the solution for humanity.
And also you see that in the Prophet saying, Al-mu'min qawiyun khayrun wa habba in Allah min al-mu'min da'if. A strong Muslim is always loved by Allah more than just another Muslim. Yeah, two Muslims, but one is strong and healthy, and one is Muslim, but he's weak, very passive. We hope that, inshallah, the Muslim always are very positive, looking towards all these healthy kind of games. Like if you want to go into further detail about, if you want to be strong, maybe now there's a lot of arts going on. In Malaysia, the Malay art you call the Silat. In China, you got the Shaolin, the Kung Fu going on. And maybe you have the Tai Chi also for the elders. If they cannot do any hard kind of exercise, you can still make some kind of Tai Chi for some kind of for fitness and energy build. It builds some energy in you. Of course, what is important is we hope that whatever kind of games or entertainment you involve, make sure that that kind of exercise or that kind of entertainment do not go against the Sharia, like what we have agreed upon.
Okay.
Anything going Sharia, we say, what can we do?
Such as beating the face, for example.
Yeah, beating the face.
This is forbidden in Islam.
So as like
so boxing, for instance.
Boxing, yes. This is
not even like you're playing self-defense arts and so on. You have the male among the male, the female, they want to play among the female, they have their own female. Example, the sister want to do some aerobic classes. Why not? Keep themselves fit. They want to dance, the rock. It's up to them between themselves. As long as they're in their own room, they can do something to make them healthy. They can socialize among themselves for something that they can bring some benefit to their body, to their health. It's not that Islam is so rigid. Oh, no, nothing. You just go to the mosque, pray, recite the Quran, finish. Make zikr. No, even the Prophet and the companion, they are very active people. You see, so Islam is a very practical religion. It covers everything that you need in your life. This is what is very important for the Muslim to understand, so that even our youths, mashallah, you see now they are involved in karate or taekwondo from Japan and all these things. You can entertain all this kind of sport because it is very healthy and it do not contradict with Islam.
It teaches you to defend yourself in case you're attacked also.
Of course, you need to. You got to be strong because as a Muslim, you are supposed to help others, to protect the weak and the poor, the needy. Now, how can you protect them when you are weak?
He needs to be protected.
You need to be protected. That's why the Prophet said, Al-mu'min qawiyun khayrun wa habba Allah min al-mu'min da'if. So what we need the Muslim to understand that don't think that Islam is just praying, fasting, zikr, hajj and umrah. Even you want to go to hajj, you need to be fit because there are a lot of walking, movement, tawaf, sa'i and all these things. So I always encourage, even back home in my country, I encourage my students.
No, let me just interrupt here.
Yeah.
In one of the years we were in the Hajj, and it was summer really. And there was no AC. This was many years back. And one man is sitting like this, the Arabs, they have something, they cross their legs, and we call it hubwa. Yeah. The Prophet ﷺ used to do that. And every one of us was, spraying water with this on his face, and one young man next to him. So one of the brothers said, okay, you want to? I said, you young people really are useless. He said, and mashallah, his body and everything. And he said, see, look, this is my son. See, breathless. Okay? No. Subhanallah. Yeah, because people, they walk on it. Yes. Carry on, brother.
Yeah.
If I may ask, what do you do in your spare time? You're a big sheikh, you're a big da'iyah. Do you have any time for entertainment?
Yeah, I always.
It's a
find
personal
time.
question,
Yeah,
though,
yeah.
but I couldn't help myself asking.
I know what the Prophet reminds us. وَلِنَفْسِكَ عَلَيْكَ حَقٌّ. Even yourself have right upon you. You cannot just do everything for people. You forget about yourself. You still have certain right. Now, I always make time. Because time is, Allah have given us 1 day, 1 night. To our calculation, 24 hours is enough. It's more than enough. Yeah, so only we abuse time. Most of the time we abuse our time. I always find time, inshallah. Either in the morning or in the evening, do some jogging, mountain climbing,
Inshallah.
you know. Then I go for my Tai Chi exercise, and then I do for some weightlifting. Almost everything I get involved in.
You have time for da'wah as well?
Alhamdulillah.
Mashallah.
That's why da'wah, I always fix. All my da'wah program, all my classes, I make sure that, you know, it'll be ongoing.
Mashallah.
But in the same time, I always find time for my body. I think it is only right for me to do that. If I can say that I'm zulm to my own body. You know, I believe that this is the healthy, you know, when you understand Islam as a way of life, not just ibadah mahba, but as a way of life, then I believe that, you know, we will be very balanced. You know?
And I believe this does not contradict with ibadah, because if you're doing it with the good intention, it becomes ibadah by itself. Yeah, and I saw you last night in the gym. MashaAllah, he's working out, he's doing these stretches. I thought, well, I better stay away from Sheikh Hussein. He's putting one leg there and one leg there. How's he going to put them back again? But MashaAllah, he's quite fit. I have to give that to him, MashaAllah.
MashaAllah.
But
MashaAllah.
one thing again, what I do always, you see, Islam is a way of life. Now, wherever I go, I'll grab the opportunity to do da'wah. What I do in my gym, sometimes I mix with the people who are not yet Muslim. I'll talk to them about Islam. Because sometimes I say, I need to pray now, find a corner and pray. Even I go to any gym in my country. When I join any gym, I said, oh, I want to pray. How? Do they have a room? They said, of course, we don't have a room. But do you have any place that is, you know, that I can perform my prayer because I'm a Muslim? No, I'm not ashamed to tell them I'm Muslim. Alhamdulillah, they start to learn, and the people who know that I'm a Muslim now, they start to ask questions when I'm cycling, you know. They come, Alhamdulillah. There are people that through the gym contact, they become Muslim, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
But sometimes there are certain art that is very dangerous, that we forget, self-defense, yeah? Whether in Silat, in the Malay kind of art, also in Taekwondo, they coex. Most of the people, they are not careful about their ikhtilat. They coex. I mean, male and female may have free sparring sometimes. And this is the kind of thing that the Muslim must be careful. Sometimes we forgot. We tend to forget all the ruling after we join certain activity. We thought that, okay, we join karate. Okay, it's not
the spirit of sports.
For the spirit of sport. The spirit of sport, but we forget that there is a do and don't when the male and female is concerned. Yes. But a lot of people are not aware about that.
The bowing and ruku'.
It's very important for them to understand. So we believe, yeah, inshallah, if everybody, like what our Salim Amri said, if we know the Sharia properly, we have the foundation, then inshallah we know how to move around. The problem today, majority of the Muslims who like to get involved in all this entertainment, fun, game, they do not know the
No
Sharia.
borders, no limits.
Border. They want to play game, they forget about the aura. Example,
Yes, this is very
the aura sometimes. When say bodybuilding, I have a lot of friends who involved in bodybuilding. I say, Alhamdulillah, I'm envy of your body, the muscular and all. But though when you go for competition, you know, bodybuilder competition, what you wear like a Superman, you know.
No, Superman had pantyhose. They don't even wear.
At least I say Superman is better than you, because Superman, why we call him Superman, why we call ourselves normal man? Because Superman wear underwear outside, you see. Yeah, normal man wear underwear inside. That's the difference.
That's a good definition.
Superman and normal man. But this is something that people forget, because under the name of sport, they think it's okay. They're wrong. It's like the woman going for fashion shows. No.
Exposing the aura is a very, very big problem.
Allah.
People tend to think that it's okay if it's man to man, it's okay to expose the thighs.
No.
And they think if it's a woman to woman, it's okay to show the cleavages, the backs, the thighs, and the miniskirts. And they don't know that this is a aura, and it's not even acceptable between the same sex. So how about if it's mixed sex as happens? You're right. So Are there any other means of
yes, there are many
entertainment?
means, alhamdulillah.
Sheikh Riyadh, how do you spend your spare time?
Well, we have a swimming pool in our condo, so I like to go swimming. My main exercise is actually just walking.
And it just crossed my mind. Does entertainment necessarily have to be playing? Can't I find my entertainment in reading and doing some woodwork and something useful? Or is it only limited in playing sports and whatever?
Yeah, of course. This is something that my daughter, she really likes drawing. So we've got her in a class where she does building pots out of clay. She really enjoys that. And my wife found this lady who does, she paints boxes. She does these, flower
decorations,
designs and stuff like that. She does very nice work. She doesn't teach children, but for some reason, she let my daughter, who's 10 years old, attend her class for grown-up women. And,
that's good.
She praised her work. The teacher is a Malay lady, so one of my wife's friends takes my daughter to the class. And so the teacher, when she did her first work, she spoke about her in Malay to the other lady so that she wouldn't get a puffed head,
But she felt it.
My wife's friend told my wife, this is what she said about her. So, I mean, these kind of things. I used to do art a lot before I was a Muslim, but it was all figurative drawing.
Okay.
And after Islam, I used to do some kind of things with decorative boxes and things like that. But I haven't had time for it for so long.
Behold the signs, knowledge lost.
The ilm will be lifted.
The moon split.
And the moon is being split in two halves.
Adultery widespread.
That adultery will be something that is common amongst people.
The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam no more.
Time that Rasulullah died, that incident was minor signs of the day of resurrection.
Nevertheless, all the prophesied minor signs will certainly herald the onset of the Qiyamah. Join Saeed Raghi in the Minor Signs of Qiyamah every Saturday at 4 p.m. and repeat telecast at 2:30 a.m. UK on Peace TV.
This is something that my daughter, she really likes drawing. So we've got her in a class where she does building pots out of clay. She really enjoys that. And my wife found this lady who does, she paints boxes. She does these, flower
decorations,
designs and stuff like that. She does very nice work. She doesn't teach children, but for some reason, she let my daughter, who's 10 years old, attend her class for grown-up women. And
that's good.
She praised her work. The teacher is a Malay lady, so one of my wife's friends takes my daughter to the class. And so the teacher, when she did her first work, she spoke about her in Malay to the other lady so that she wouldn't get a puffed head,
But she felt it.
My wife's friend told my wife, this is what she said about her. So, I mean, these kind of things. I used to do art a lot before I was a Muslim, but it was all figurative drawing.
Okay.
And after Islam, I used to do some kind of things with decorative boxes and things like that. But I haven't had time for it for so long.
But it feels good when you are engaged in these things.
Activities.
It relieves a lot of the stress.
Definitely.
And it gives you more incentive to go on.
I mean, this is something, that I remember when I was in high school, we used to have this 1 day a week. They would have this 2 hours in the afternoon, 3 hours where you could just do anything you wanted.
Free activity.
Free activity. And so I always used to go down to the pottery lab, and they have this, the spinning wheel, so,
play,
Yeah, and, there's this whole concept of, it's a kind of a meditation because you have to get the clay centered on the wheel. If it's not centered, The pot will not be,
Look
be
weird.
right,
Will
you know.
not spin.
You know, and so that whole concept of centering, you know, it's a kind of a
Focus,
concentration, you know. I never got very good at it, you know.
That figures.
I couldn't get centered.
What about extreme sports? Now, we can talk about chess and billiards, and these are soft things. But what about the hardcore? What about like bungee jumping, or parachuting, or gliding,
Hang
no, or racing, Formula One racing? These are entertaining, but the risk factor is quite high. So what do you think? Does Islam permits this, or it depends on the pros and cons? You have to see and evaluate.
I believe that it is permissible because to get involved in that kind of activity, you got to be prepared. You got to have some kind of basic training. One thing is good with this kind of sports, like through sometimes we also go for other kind of activities, is to train ourselves to overcome fear. This is important because a lot of people have phobia with fear. Oh, height. Oh, this, no. So we said, no, you must overcome. Of course, there is a training of Aqidah again.
Do not throw yourself.
Of course, if you are not prepared, then go for it. It's very dangerous.
I don't think I'm going to ever be prepared to do this, you know, tying my ankle to an elastic rope, and then I see the ground is coming at 200 miles per hour, and it's gonna stop. It's a bang.
That's why all this
End of
kind
story.
of thing, not anybody
Sometimes
can just
it's
participate. No.
Not quite tied on. I mean, I've seen a situation.
See, this is why it's dangerous, and you have to evaluate. Does Islam permit this extreme, or you can attack your fear, face your fear in places that does not expose you to danger? Parachuting is, you know, the risk is minimum if you have the proper training and the proper equipment.
Yeah.
But
It's just like diving.
yes, diving, if you dive in scuba diving in a swimming pool is different than when diving with white sharks next to you, or barracudas, or
Because
whatever.
they said that the shark is not the killer. The human kill more sharks than the shark kill a human.
Tell that to the shark when you meet it next time. I don't think it goes well with them.
But here I think we need to add something that about the martial arts. Okay. So I think one should pick the particular sport that suits the nature. So sisters should have pick something that will not affect their femininity.
Aikido.
Okay. So things, because your real sister, I'm talking to the sisters, honestly. Your real asset is to remain feminine.
No.
Because the husband doesn't want to have his wife with muscles. He doesn't want that. Okay, so...
Except the muscle man.
I don't think so. Because I'm sure many of you have seen, those who are...
Yeah.
Because that is in other
Against,
places, or non-Muslims. Because they put that, they fooled actually the women, and they put that seed. Yet you are equal to the man. And you have to do whatever the man. So they go for bodybuilding and all that stuff. So she's not a woman anymore. Where is that real...
And if I may comment, where I come from, there is a very great misconception that women should not do sports. And this is wrong. Women must not do sports like men do.
Yeah.
Women must not undress and get dressed in places that are dubious. You're not sure if the people running stops a woman from losing fat, from walking, from playing table tennis, from playing volleyball with other women in a secure and conservative place. This is Islamic. Rather than letting them spend their time on the internet, browsing pages that you and I know what's in it, or spend 6 or 7 hours on the phone, or in the marketplace just going round and round in circles, let them do something to loosen up some of the fat. And the rate of obesity in the Arab world where I come from is humongous. It's a lot. So we should allow them to do something, and we should provide them with the Islamic facilities.
No, that's very important.
And again, our children face the same problem. Now, my children usually tell me, can we go this place, like Sheikh Riyadh just mentioned. said, no. Why? Because there's mixing. Okay, can we go to that place? No. Why? Because of music. And at the end of the day, can we stay home? No. Why? You didn't do your homework. So, you know, they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. And if we do not provide them with proper alternatives, we have a problem in our hands. And this is why all the Muslim organizations, the brothers and the sisters, should collaborate and give proper alternatives that would utilize their time intellectually and physically.
Yeah.
But to say, it's very easy to sit back, you know, and say, oh, this is haram, this is haram, this is haram, and then what? Then there's no one left, or nothing left for them to do except to do haram, proper haram.
You know, I remember once I attended an Eid Salat when I was in the U.S. in Hagerstown, Maryland. And there was a group of young high school students. They attended the Salat. They came from about 50 miles away. They were in a boarding school in Pennsylvania. And their school actually arranged, they requested and the school accommodated them. They drove them down. And so I asked one of them, he was from Ireland. He was like from an Indian, Pakistani background, but from Dublin. So I said, you know, teenagers, usually they're not interested in these kind of things. How come you people are? So he said, well, when I was growing up, the masjid, the Islamic Center in Dublin, they had a basketball court as part of the
activity,
the center, and you know, we just go down there and shoot ball, and then when it was time for prayer, you know, they'd call us in for prayer. You know, so their hearts became accommodated to the masjid and making salat, and they associated the masjid with good times.
This is the way to treat the youth. I know masjids where people come, where I come from in Saudi Arabia, you get guys, you know, young chaps coming into the masjid with ponytail and with trousers, you know, low waist, and you know what's happening, and they come in to pray.
Alhamdulillah.
And you find people from inside the mosque saying, "What are you doing here? Why are you dressed like this? Get out, dress properly, come."
Old people.
This is so frustrating because the guy is coming to pray to Allah. It's not your house. It's not my house. So let him pray. Let him feel at home. And 3-4 months down the road, tell him it's proper to have a dress code like the Muslims in a nice way. But to turn him off in this manner, and this Dublin mosque is a clear example of how you can put the seed of the love of Islam in the hearts of the youth.
I was in London last few months for the camping, for the Ibadah camp. Then I visit one of the mosques, mashallah. The mosque is equipped with gym. Allahu Akbar, was so happy to see, you know, that a mosque and then the gym is just down and then up is the mosque. This is something that we miss actually in the other area. But what the most important thing I would like to remind all the brothers and sisters who are active in any kind of activities, outdoor activities or entertainment, please make sure that whatever you do not contradict the aqidah. The first thing important, there are certain activity may even destroy your aqidah. Such as certain self-defense, certain arts.
Yogas.
Like in yoga sometimes, or not all yoga. Some yoga just for stretching, breathing. It's still okay, but sometimes they go deeper. You know, they want you to focus in something, and then something. And then the same go to some Malay arts, in a country.
Some now they call it art of life or living or something like that.
Yeah, they have many forms now. Yeah. And then they have this Malay silat kind of silat. Sometimes they recite a lot of things to all the spirit and so on. And this is the area they must know their limit. It starts with good exercise, but it has an impact to the aqidah. So make sure that you don't go against your aqidah, and also don't go against the sharia that is being laid out by Allah and our Prophet ﷺ. Inshallah, you can carry on with all the other activities.
Jazakumullah khair. Thank you for your time. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
friendly message by Dr. Zakir. The fastest growing religion in the world.
A survey was published in the Reader's Digest Almanac Yearbook 1983, which was also reprinted in the Plain Truth magazine, February 1984. This survey gave the statistics of the increase in the percentage of the major world religions in a span of 50 years, from 1934 to 1984. The religion which increased the maximum at number one position was Islam, which increased by 235%. Christianity only 47%. Which war took place between 1934 and 1984 which forced millions of people to accept Islam? Which sword was used? According to the latest statistics, today, the fastest growing religion in America is Islam. The fastest growing religion in Europe is Islam. The fastest growing religion in the world is Islam. Which sword is forcing tens of thousands of Americans to accept Islam? Tens of thousands of Europeans to accept Islam? Millions of people in the world to accept Islam? Which sword? It is the sword of Islam, the sword of peace, the sword of truth and wisdom, which gives the solution to the problems of humanity.
Peace TV, the solution for humanity.
The value of money in the hereafter will be measured by its proper use in the present.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا أنفقوا مما رزقناكم من قبل أن يأتي يوم لا بيع فيه ولا خلة ولا شفاعة.
According to the glorious Quran, one of the best ways to use your money is to spend it in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by spreading His message of Islam. Peace TV is a non-profit Islamic satellite television channel that is primarily dedicated for just that cause, the proper presentation of Islam. It's a great choice to invest in it and a golden opportunity to purify your wealth in a way that pleases Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Support Peace TV. Send your zakat and donations to IRFI Al Ryan Bank, 47 Calthorpe Road, Birmingham, UK, B151TH. Pound account number 011-32301. IBAN GB49ARAY 30008301 132301. Sort code 300083. Swift BIC code ARAY GB22. Please confirm your contribution at support@peacetv.tv.
Support Peace TV, the solution for humanity.
Peace TV English, the solution for humanity.